If you're an online coach or service provider, the most common objection that you probably face is that the prospect just doesn't have the money. In this video, I'm going to reveal how to eliminate that once and for all so you never hear those words ever again on a sales call. So what you've got to understand is that sales is, of course, all about getting the commitment. You're trying to get a yes from the prospect so that they invest time, money, and energy. But the bigger that commitment is, the more certainty you need to build. And building certainty is your objective on a sales call. But you can build 10 out of 10 certainty in the prospect. If they just don't have the finances, that's an obstacle standing in the way. And as a result, they're not going to be able to close no matter how certain they are about your ability to help them. So instead of finding out at the end of a call that they just don't have the money, you're going to do this instead. So what you're going to do is find out their finances at the very start of the call instead of the end. And how you're going to do that is by running these Socrates 3 keys. Okay, so if you're a dating coach, for example, you'd be like, obviously, man, we're on this call today to talk about relationships, your dating life, your social circle, etc. How would you rate that, right? How would you rate your current satisfaction in your dating life on a 1 to 10? And they might say like a 3. And we'll be like, okay, a 3. You know, that could be alarm bells. It might mean that you need to do something about this. But Socrates talked about these 3 keys to the good life. And that should only be a priority if these other areas of your life are higher than that. If your health is okay, right? You're above a 5, and if you're above a 5 or a 6 in your wealth. So give me a little bit of context. Where would you say you're at in terms of your health at the moment? Are you taking care of yourself? Are you going to the gym? He says, yes, I'm doing this, I'm doing that. Okay, how would you rate that on a 1 to 10? He says 7 or something. You go, okay, what about wealth? Talk to me about that. What would a 10 out of 10 be for you in terms of wealth? Or better yet, what's the best you've ever done in one financial year? Prospect tells you, and then you say, okay, and where would you rate your current situation right now? Are you at like a 10 out of 10? Are you at that point? Or are you a little bit below that? And he's going to tell you right there and then, 15 minutes into the call, how much he's making every month. Okay, and you can take this a lot further and you can dig into exactly how much he has saved at the end of every month, but at the very least, you now know his monthly income. And based on that monthly income, you can contrast that with the basic cost of living in Western cities, right? And from there, you're gonna know what he has saved every month to make this investment, okay? And this is one level of a 4-step qualification filter that we implement with clients. So implementing this process as well as the other steps will allow you to cut out this objection once and for all.